All right, hello. Just created a video to help you get started with Construct 3 and build your first game. So I generally do build these sort of videos to complement or augment the experience in a class. So if you weren't able to keep up with building the game in class, this is the video for you. Now I'm just going to launch Construct 3. Here it is. Try now. You should create an account, but I'm just going to hit the launch guided tour, uh, and not no thanks, not right now. Okay, so I'm not signed in, but I always recommend signing in. So we're just going to build a really simple platform game, and we're going to try and build this pretty fast. You can always fast forward or go back with what I am saying here. So I'm going to call this platform game. I'm just going to go a little slower here. So I click new, and then I click on platform game here, which is new platform game, and then I hit create. If you come to this, now if yours looks different for some reason, go menu, click on settings, and change default. It might be on dark, make it default. There's been a couple of students that have struggled with that. Awesome. Now you're on layout one, and we're going to create our player character here. So all we do is we double tap, or we right click and insert new object here. And we search for sprite, and then we click, and we now can create our player character. I'm going to make this size pretty big. As you can see, I'm just using the paintbrush tool, and I'll increase the size. And we always press this crop button as well. That just centers everything, which is great. We're now going to create another sprite. Right. And we're going to call this, sorry, we're not going to call it anything. I'm going to use the fill bucket here and going to make it black. Make it a bit darker. Terrific. All right, so here we go. We now have the player and we have the sprite. We're going to rename them. So click on your player sprite and call it player. I spelled it right, yep. And then click on your platform, and we're going to call this platform. Once you've done that, click on platform, make sure platform is clicked, and find the behaviors setting here and go add new behavior, and we're going to add solid like that. Excellent. The next thing you're going to do is click on your player and go behaviors, and go add new behavior, and go platform, and scroll to. Now the platform will make it act like a platform, like you can jump up and down, you can move to the left and right, gravity, etc. And scroll to, we're now controlling the camera. You can see the camera is moving. Excellent. Now start creating a little bit better design here with your level and scene. So copy the platform and paste it. Copy and paste. We don't create new sprite objects. We only do that if it's a brand new object. And you can see it's getting the same behavior as well. So it's all connected. Excellent. Now that when we've done that, let's create a new enemy, and we're going to make it spike. So double click again, find your sprite, and we're now going to try and make something that looks like spikes. I am not spending a lot of time on this. Feel free to spend more time. Isn't that beautiful design? Oh, it's good enough. All right. Now let's see what happens. Do you think anything's going to happen? No, nothing's going to happen because we haven't programmed the spikes to do anything. So we're now going to do that. Click on your spikes and change the name to spikes. We're then going to go to event sheet 1, click on add event. We're going to go player on collision with another object, and that object is going to be spikes. So play collides with spikes. We want something to happen, and you can add other events here as well. And we're going to go system, restart layouts. that. Let's test it out now. Boom, restarting layout. How good is that? Excellent. So it is now working. We're now starting to program our game and build in some difficulty. We're now going to create an enemy sprite. So double click again, find the sprite one there, and we're going to, oops. We are now going to, sorry, I'm just trying to find it. Yeah, that's a good color. And make these size a bit smaller. Feel free to spend more time on this than I am. Just angry because he's an enemy. Something like that should be all right. Call it enemy. And we're going to make this enemy move around. So we have spikes, which is all fun. We're now going to make him move around. So click on behaviors, and we're going to find a sign here. And I'll make it move horizontal. Yep. So let's see what happens now. Oh, wow, how cool is that? So we could have a moving platform as well. So if you would need to create a new platform, it just would make sense to do that. So we would, I won't do that now, but you can see how you can use sign not just for enemies but for players as well. And you can always hit this preview button. Oh, oh really? Oh, okay. That's sad. I thought it was going to preview for us, but it's a paid feature. I have paid for this. I'm just in incognito. So then we're going to go back to the event sheet, and we're going to click on player on collision with another object, and that player is going to be enemy. Done. Then add action, system, restart layouts. See what happens now if we hit into the player. Game restarts. How cool is that? All right, so now we're starting to build our game. What's another really fun thing to do with games is see a score. So scores make it fun and challenging. So let's add a score here. So double click here, find the text. We're going to now use text, not text input, text, and put it in the top left corner. We're going to call this score text. And then down here as well, score text. Oh, sorry, we're just going to add it a score. We're now going to give it the behavior anchor, and I'm going to show you why. So right now, I can see score, but then it moved. It's not following. So we want it to be anchored to the user interface, so it's not moving away from us if we move around. So go behaviors, click on add new behavior, and click on that anchor right here. Let's see what happens now. Yep, see the score moves with us. Excellent. You change the size, but make sure you also change the height as well. Now, we're going to go back to our event sheet. We're going to right click, or if you're on a Mac, control click, but right click, add global variable here. The global variable is going to be called score, like that. Oh, I forgot. We need to go back to layout, and we need to create a coin or an apple or something, don't we? So let's create, I'm just going to make mine really bad here. Oh, I'll use that color. That's good enough. Make it oh. All right, perfect. And I'm going to call it coin. So now we've got a few coins around. We're now going to jump back and we're going to go player on collision. And we're going to go on coin. We're going to go then coin. We'll destroy the coin. And then we're going to add 1 to score. So you can see here we're quickly making this game quite complicated, but we're not, it's not like Scratch where I don't personally find it to be very intuitive. I find you can really build some cool stuff in Construct 3, and lots of businesses are using Construct 3. So, um, don't worry so much about, I want to learn a programming language. Sometimes it's just about being able to build something fast. And so this is something that I want you to understand and learn. Um, I thought, tech stack was really important. Like I think a lot of technical people do, but as at the end of the day, if you can launch something in 12 months versus, waiting 12 months and spending 100 grand, it's a very different timeline. So just get it out there and get some feedback from people. All right. Now we're not seeing the text yet, so we need to change that. Um, I'm just going to put a new variable here called action. Sorry, event. My bad. Called every tick. Not the most efficient, but it will work. And score. Set value. Is it set value? No, set text. Set text to score and score. Let's see what happens now. Hit done, and we'll press play. Excellent. See, it's going up. But look what happens now. When I die, or the points aren't resetting. So we can go system on start of layout. We reset global variables. System reset global variables. So that's how to build a very basic game in a nutshell. There are, of course, a lot more advanced functionalities that we can design. Um, and in the next video, I will go through a couple more of those in more detail. All right, thank you.